Coach, how'd you feel like your guys performed last week as they got going in regional play?
Happy to get through. Try not to think about how we're performing so much this time of year. Is just making sure that we're ready to play. As we've spoken about all year, it's once you get into the tournament, it's that one and done philosophy. So I think the ultimate goal is just to be prepared as best you can. And I thought from a preparation standpoint, we came ready.
I saw you said after last weekend that you feel like these guys are kind of primed to peak at the perfect time. Do you feel that is continue to be on track to do so? And how has the preparation throughout the season played into that?
Well, I think that one of the keys for us is just to be consistent. We have a pretty good formula the last several years, if you will, that works. And so one of the things that makes, I don't want to say this time of year easier, is that formula we can rely on. We have guys who have great experience about what we're trying to do, and really all we're trying to do, as simply as I can say it, is just focus on South Carolina and keep trying to do our best.
What about this South Carolina team coming in? What about their strengths and maybe weaknesses?
Good players. They have a couple of good doubles teams. Competitive. Their head coach does a good job of competing. Similar to us, they've had a solid seasons with some downs, but those downs they've been able to bounce back like we have, and we had a competitive match the first time we played, but those of us who follow sports know it's extremely difficult to beat a team 2 times in one season, as we showed with Wake Forest.
Advancing into the 4th consecutive Super Regional for this program, what do you think that says about the University of Tennessee and what you guys can do in the sport of tennis?
Well, it says that I have a good staff. It says that we have, everybody who is a part of this program knows their role, which I think is very important. Very good players. But it is something when you actually stop and think about it, and I don't until somebody like yourself brings it up. It is hard. It is very hard to host a Super Regional. I mean, you look around this campus, and I mean, there's some, sports. It's hard to do. So to be able to stay at home, and we have such an incredible fan base, and I've had a lot of people tell me already that this week they're coming out, and so it does have its benefits. But I just think it means that we've been just solid and consistent with the way we've trained.
You're fresh out of a season where you went to the NCAA championships last year. How do you these guys in this position before? How do you make sure you get the job done on Saturday to do it again?
Just not make it a bigger deal than what it is. I mean, everybody knows what's at stake. They know what's at stake. We know what's at stake. I mean, if you win, you keep playing. If not, then you have that. It's one of the toughest things that we do in my profession. Is it all comes crashing down at all of a sudden somebody's season on Saturday is going to be over, and we hope that it's not ours.
Advancing to the Super Regional in such convincing fashion, what does that do for the confidence of your players as well as yourself?
Well, it's kind of like you alluded to earlier. It lets us know that we are on a good path, and it's just kind of like baseball, that during the week you want to make sure you take care of the ground balls and just take care of your fundamentals, keep it, play some points and keep it light, but yet at the same time competitive. And I think that's where our experience of knowing how to handle these situations based on the past years. And like I said, I think our average age might be 21 or 22 out there, so we have experienced, people playing.